Good morning. I'd like to call the full Kankakee County Board meeting to order for December 12th, 2023. Today's invocation is from Carol Weber.
Help us, Lord, to meet bravely today's challenges and to accept gracefully today's opportunities, knowing that tomorrow is not promised to any of us and that there are positive actions we can take today to assist others. Be with the first responders and our military personnel. Be with the homeless and those who are hungry, and with those needing mental health services. May your presence and guidance bring them comfort and help. Let us at all times be instruments of your peace. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Please join me in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Huss. Present. Mr. Tholen. Mrs. Polk.
Present.
Mr. Snipes. Present. Mr. Seroy. Mrs. Weber.
Present.
Mrs. Parker.
Present.
Mr. Fairfield.
Present.
Mr. Carrico.
Present.
Mr. Eckhoff. Mr. Swanson.
Present.
Mr. Featherling.
Present.
Mr. Donnell.
Present.
Mr. Miller. Mr. Long.
Present.
Mr. Kirkstra.
Present.
Mr. Hunter. Mr. Smith.
Present.
Mr. Alexander Hildebrand.
Present.
Ms. Foster.
Present.
Ms. Andrade.
Present.
Ms. Armour Earps.
Present.
Ms. Rashcraft. Ms. Monday.
Present.
Ms. Rittman McEmmy.
Present.
Mr. Scanlon. Ms. Turner.
Present.
Mr. Wheeler. We have a quorum.
We have a quorum. Can I get a motion and a second to admit Mr. Hildebrand? Motion and a second to admit Mr. Hildebrand and Swanson. Smith, Featherly, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you. Let's see here. Under public commentary, we got an old friend of the board, frequent public commenter of the past, Jim Wasser from Kankakee. Thank you. Well, friend of the chair. How about that?
Everybody hear me?
You're on.
Yep.
Okay. First of all, I don't know how many of you know that Kelly's son has decided to serve our great country in the United States Navy. And many of you don't realize that in this day and age, thank you, less than 1% of our men and women will ever put a uniform on of any of our services. And certainly we now have 6 because we have the Space Force. Now, with you, Mr. Wheeler, I'm certainly going to miss you. I didn't know who you were. You reminded me today of Lukey Brazzi. I just don't want you sleeping with the fishes, okay? Now, on a serious note, very serious, I know that you supported the Goshen with the tax breaks and everything. Well, I don't know if you took this into consideration, but how many of you have veterans in your family or have, I'd like to see the call. Please raise them all. Okay, here's my feeling. The trades are going to do a wonderful job because I'm a retired IBW electrician. The bottom line is we're putting money ahead of our children. We have now allowed, or going to allow, a communist Chinese company to come in our area. Our forefathers, and myself included and other Vietnam veterans, we fought to stop communism. Now you're opening your arms and your wallets and you're letting them come here. I believe personally you all ought to be ashamed of yourselves, and you have disgraced, as far as I'm concerned, every veteran that put on the uniform of a military service, and I just can't get it. You know, we got a guy giving our life away in our country with a border, and now you're giving our kids' future away with allowing a communist Chinese company to come here. Totally unacceptable. Thank you.
We have no vacancy appointments today. Presentations, proclamations, certificates of appreciation. Callan Griffiths for 10 years at Animal Control, and he is here today.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure to award this 10-year certificate to one of our animal control officers. As most of you know, animal control now currently falls under the sheriff's office. And I can tell you in the short time that we've been together, and Callan has been here 10 years, and think about the human factor in dealing with and talking to people when you're, as we all do every day, and the animal control officers deal with people that sometimes don't deal with things that don't understand them. And they do a great job for our community. They do a great job in dealing with the public, and they should be recognized in addition. And I know, Mrs. Weber, you mentioned the first responders in your prayer, and I know that animal control should be one of those first responders. They go to those places. They go to places where sometimes it's not safe. And as you can see by his uniform here, he doesn't carry a weapon. So he's out there. All of our animal control officers are out there in the public doing things, and sometimes it's not pleasant. People have a personal feeling about their animals. We all have them. Well, I don't, but I had one. And you know, we all love them like family. We treat them like family, and when they go, or when somebody takes them, that's personal, and that can get a little rough. So our animal control department does a great job. Callan, we're glad you're here for 10 years. He said before the meeting, I said, does it seem like you've been here 10 years? And he said, no. And I said, that's exactly what we want to hear. That's a great thing. So congratulations, Callan. We hope you're here for a long time. Thank you.
We also have Lori Gadboy for 15 years as our recorder. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm sorry?
You want me to present the certificate?
Yes. Yes, thank you. Nick LaLuna, 20 years at the Highway Department. Nicholas here? No? Okay. And Kevin Duvall, 25 years in our IS department. I believe the whole time as director. So I believe that's the way he came in, but boy, 25 years sounds like a sentence. Thanks, Kevin, for all your help. We do appreciate it. Now moving on, the minutes of the last meeting, November 14th, 2023. Is there a motion? Parker and Hunter. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Aye. Motion carries. Claims Committee reports, please.
Mr. Chairman and members of the County Board, your Committee on County Claims would beg leave to report they have examined the following claims presented and recommend payment. The clerk is hereby authorized and directed to issue orders to the several claimants. Total of $9,637,952.69.
Alrighty, is there a motion to approve on the claims? Sorry, Mr. Long. Anyone? Yes, Ms. Monday. That'll be a roll call, please.
Mr. Hess. Aye. Mrs. Polk.
Is that an aye, Dr. Polk? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Snipes. Aye. Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker.
Aye.
Mr. Fairfield.
Aye.
Mr. Carrico. Aye. Mr. Swanson.
Aye.
Mr. Featherling.
Aye.
Mr. Donnell.
Aye.
Mr. Long.
Aye.
Mr. Kirkstra.
Aye.
Mr. Hunter. Mr. Smith.
Aye.
Mr. Hildebrand.
Aye.
Ms. Foster.
Aye.
Ms. Andrade.
Aye.
Ms. Armour Earps.
Aye.
Ms. Monday.
Aye.
Ms. Ripmanick Emmy.
Aye.
Ms. Turner.
Aye.
Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries. Under department reports, if we can get those read in the record, please.
County Collector's Monthly Report for October 2023. Total cash and bank and investments of $17,201,141.19. County Treasurer's Monthly Report for month ending October 2023. Tax operating account at First American Bank, the ending balance is $17,162,360.94. The tax collection account at First American Bank, ending balance of $456.46. and the tax e-pay account at First American Bank ending balance of $38,323.79. Coroner's monthly report for October 2023. Total calls 95, coroner's cases 14, autopsies 2, toxicology 5, fetal 1, hospice 40, 40 referrals, 58 cremations, 4 pending. Coroner's income summary report for October 2023. Total of $4,862.50. Circuit clerk cash book for month ending October 2023. Total dispersed $331,196.74. Recorder's monthly report for October 2023. Disbursement fees paid to the county treasurer $139,616.56. County clerk's monthly report for October 2023. Total of $21,717.73. Monthly building division report for October 2023. Total permits of 82, total fees of $23,023. Animal control monthly report for October 2023, total of $40,058.25. The IPTIP building fund, $751.85. Total animals handled, 93. And the monthly resolution list for December 2023, total of the county of $12,958.25.
Can I get a motion to combine and approve? Dr. Pope?
Yes.
Motion to combine and approve? Is there a second? Second over here with Mr. Dunhill. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Either of the two items on consent need to be discussed separately. I'll ask again. Discuss separately any of those two items. Can I get a motion to combine and approve, please?
Polk.
Mr. Featherling and Dr. Polk with a second. We can get both read, sir.
The appointment of Martin Kirchner to the Essex Township Fire Protection District and polling place relocation, Bourbonnais 16 from Bradley Central School to Bradley Evangelical United Methodist Church.
Roll call, please. Thank you.
Mr. Hess.
Aye.
Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes.
Aye.
Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker.
Aye.
Mr. Fairfield.
Aye.
Mr. Carrico. Mr. Swanson.
Aye.
Mr. Featherling.
Aye.
Mr. Donnell.
Aye.
Mr. Long.
Aye.
Mr. Kirkstra.
Aye.
Mr. Hunter. Mr. Smith.
Aye.
Mr. Hildebrand.
Aye.
Ms. Foster.
Aye.
Ms. Andrade.
Aye.
Ms. Armour Earps.
Aye.
Ms. Monday.
Aye.
Ms. Ripmanick Emmy.
Aye.
Ms. Turner.
Aye.
Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries. Let's see here. PZA. If we can get the title read in the record first.
Resolution of the County Board of Kankakee County, Illinois regarding ZBA case 2215, special use permit 37, fairground racetrack of all kinds in the A1 agriculture, and a variance to section 121.99.c.37 setbacks in section 3 of Janier Township.
Before we get going, is there a motion on this one from PZA to approve? Mr. Featherling, a second. Mr. Fairfield. Please, Dale.
Okay. Good morning. This is a request for a special use permit on the property outlined in red on the map on the screen there. It's a 40-acre tract located at 8257 East 5000 North Road in Grant Park. The special use request is for fairgrounds and racetracks of all kinds. That's the category. They're intending to use the racetrack portion of that. There is a straight run racetrack. It's kind of hard to see. It's almost underneath that red line on the right-hand side alongside the building there. And they're asking for a variance to the setbacks for the track. The track was installed several years ago and did not take setbacks into account. Tracks are supposed to be 100 feet from the property line. This one's about 50 feet. So they're asking for a variance on that as well. Zoning board heard this case and recommended approval 6-0. So it was a unanimous vote, and PZA concurred with that. The next slide, please. However, zoning board did put a a condition on it, and PZA also put a second condition. The first condition is to construct a fence along the eastern border of the track and to place trash receptacles at regular intervals along that fence. That is to mitigate one of the adjoining property owners' concerns about trash and trespassing on their property. And the second one is to provide security and traffic control that's adequate depending on the type of events and the number of attendees that will be attending their events. They utilize the track for simulated racing, not actual racing. They exercise the horses there, and people apparently like to come out and watch that, and they try to fashion family events around that activity.
Question before we get into other questions. Does the motion cover ZBA's added conditions
It should.
automatically? Because we're motioning to accept their findings of fact on this, or their findings, or their recommendation. I guess I want to make sure the business is done the right way.
I don't remember what the motion was. Motion was to approve. Correct.
Approve with conditions. I guess I want to make
It should,
sure.
and PZA
Okay.
added a condition, so it should be both conditions.
Okay, is that okay with the motion in the second? Okay, I just don't want it to come back at some point down the road via the court. Okay, and Delbert, the other thing is, am I correct in saying that this is not the only location that these things exist, and we are trying to get a proper zoning / use under our belt to make sure that this is regulated properly, yet they're allowed to do it?
Yes, I mean, as far as racetracks go, this is the only one I'm aware of. There are several rodeos out there that we are working on as well that have popped up. But as far as this has been going on out here for several years. These are new owners. They're trying to make it come into compliance and make it legal. This is step one. Step two will be some building code issues that they have to deal with, but it didn't make sense for them to spend money on that if they couldn't get the proper zoning.
Right.
So this is step one.
Gotcha. Start with Ms. Herbst, please.
I have a question in regards to fairground racetrack of all kinds. That's not considering automobile, right?
It could, in this instance, it's a horse track.
I know, I'm just curious of how we should actually phrase that, so that it, I mean, if we're,
Well, that's actually straight out of our ordinance, so we can't change that
Okay.
phrasing. That's
Okay.
how it's actually phrased in the ordinance.
Mr. Hunter.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Alderman Navarez and Delbert, what kind of attendance are we looking at?
I believe in the testimony it was up to a few hundred.
Thank you.
Yes, Ms. Parker. Just a moment, please. Go ahead. There you go.
When you say horses, are the horses living on that property, or are they brought in from different areas?
They are brought in.
So there's no housing of horses there?
Not for the most part, no. There is a large barn. They can house horses there, but generally speaking, they bring the horses in, they exercise them, the horses leave.
Safely, correct?
Yes. The next step will be building codes, health codes, animal control codes. All of that's coming next.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
One clarification. Currently, they can't use the barn to house any animals because it's not a.
They can use it for animals. They cannot use it for the public.
Gotcha.
It was properly built back in somewhere around 1994 or something like that to house animals.
Okay.
So the barn is
Just not people's.
is permitted for animals, not public attendance, public occupation.
Horses deserve that.
Hey, horses are people too,
I
right?
know.
So any other questions about this? Alrighty, then I guess we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Alrighty. Thanks, Dale. Next item, if we can get the title, please.
Resolution of the County Board of Kankakee County, Illinois regarding historic landmark nomination for North Kankakee Electric Light and Rail Company, Trolley 414.
Is there a motion to approve on this one to start with? Mr. Long, go with Ms. Andrade for the second.
Good morning. So the Historic Preservation Commission started this in 19 to nominate the trolley. Unfortunately, COVID hit, everything got pushed back. When we revisited it, we just determined that it was attached to a property, and it's not technically attached to a property, it's an object. So we went back in and remodified it, our application, to be an object and not attached to a parcel. City Council approved it in October, and then PZA approved it at their last meeting. The trolley is down by the depot, and I'm sure if you're all aware of it. So we're nominating it for landmark status.
Okay. Any questions about that? All right, we have the motion in a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion carries. Thank you. I don't know how many people hear the word trolley and they think about Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I don't know about you. Meow, 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 meow. That's all I could think of. Moving on, sorry. Raise on television. Finance. If we can get the title of the next one read into the record, please.
Resolution of the County Board of Kankakee County, Illinois regarding purchase agreement with Taylor Ford for the purchase of 5 transit vans for the Kankakee County Sheriff's Department.
Motion on that one, Mr. Long, Mr. Dunno with a second. Already picked up. Remember, these are the ones that we went through the state's attorney's office because you can't find them, so we got approval to grab them when they showed up. So they showed up, we grabbed them. Now you're approving it officially. So without any other questions, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hess. Aye. Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes.
Aye.
Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker.
Aye.
Mr. Fairfield.
Aye.
Mr. Carrico.
Aye.
Mr. Swanson.
Aye.
Mr. Featherling.
Aye.
Mr. Donnell. Mr. Long.
Aye.
Mr. Kirkstra.
Aye.
Mr. Hunter. Mr. Smith.
Aye.
Mr. Hildebrand.
Aye.
Ms. Foster.
Aye.
Ms. Andrade.
Aye.
Ms. Armour Earps.
Aye.
Ms. Monday.
Aye.
Ms. Rittmanick-Emmy.
Aye.
Ms. Turner.
Aye.
Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries. The next item, if we just basic title.
Resolution of the County Board of Kankakee County, Illinois regarding the 2023 tax year levy request.
Is there a motion to approve this year's levy request? Mr. Donnell, second with Ms. Weber. Steve, do you want to run through? Just maybe provide a couple of bullet points for the folks who weren't on finance. Thank you.
Good morning. This year's levy request is less than last year's total extension by 3.2% less, which equals out approximately $800,000. The total request is $24,383,000 in total. So all good news for the taxpayers, as most of you may have already heard on that. This is the official vote going through. If there's any specific questions or not.
Is there any questions about tax levy for this year? All right. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hess. Aye. Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes.
Aye.
Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker.
Aye.
Mr. Fairfield.
Aye.
Mr. Carrico.
Aye.
Mr. Swanson.
Aye.
Mr. Featherling.
Aye.
Mr. Donnell. Mr. Long.
Aye.
Mr. Kirkstra.
Aye.
Mr. Hunter. Mr. Smith.
Aye.
Mr. Hildebrand.
Aye.
Ms. Foster.
Aye.
Ms. Andrade.
Aye.
Ms. Armour Earps.
Aye.
Ms. Monday.
Aye.
Ms. Rittmanick-Emmy.
Aye.
Ms. Turner.
Aye.
Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries. Let's see here. Make sure I didn't skip one. Okay. Yeah, the next item is the highway and waterways item.
Resolution of the County Board of Kankakee County, Illinois. Resolution authorizing the county board chairman to sign an agreement for the county engineer salary.
It's a yearly thing. Mr. Carrico, second. Mr. Hunter, any questions? Roll call vote.
Mr. Hess.
Aye.
Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes.
Aye.
Mrs. Weber,
Aye.
Mrs. Parker,
Aye.
Mr. Fairfield, Mr. Kirko, Mr. Swanson,
Aye.
Mr. Featherling, Mr. Donnell, Mr. Long, Mr. Kirkstra,
Aye.
Mr. Hunter, Mr. Smith, Mr. Hildebrand,
Aye.
Ms. Foster, Ms. Andrade, Ms. Armour Erps,
Aye.
Ms. Monday,
Aye.
Ms. Rittman McEmmy,
Aye.
Ms. Turner, Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries. We have a few openings.
One opening on the McGillivray Special Drainage District, one opening on the Cabry Area Fire Protection District, one opening on the BM Lewis Drainage District, one opening on the Momence Pembroke Union Drainage District number 1, one opening on the Kankakee County Public Building Commission, one opening on Union Drainage District number 2.
Thank you. We had a late entrance onto the agenda here from the State's Attorney's Office. It's our, what does it say? Well, if you want to read the title, sorry. Dan,
Resolution of the County Board of Kankakee County, Illinois regarding State's Attorney's Appellate Prosecutor Program for fiscal year 2024.
I just didn't stay in my lane, sorry.
That's all right.
Is there a motion to approve on that, Mr. Hunter? Second?
Polk.
Dr. Polk? Any questions about this? Basically a backup program, helps the State's Attorney's Office so we can utilize services on the appellate level instead of locally. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Hess.
Aye.
Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes.
Aye.
Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker.
Aye.
Mr. Fairfield. Mr. Kirko. Mr. Swanson.
Aye.
Mr. Featherling. Mr. Donnell. Mr. Long. Mr. Kirkstra.
Aye.
Mr. Hunter. Mr. Smith. Mr. Hildebrand.
Aye.
Ms. Foster.
Aye.
Ms. Andrade.
Aye.
Ms. Armour Erps.
Aye.
Ms. Monday.
Aye.
Ms. Rittman McEmmy.
Aye.
Ms. Turner. Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. Motion carries. Looks like the next item is our executive session. Hopefully it's not too long, but for the purchase of real estate, 55 ILCS 5/5/1005. Is there a motion? Mr. Carrico, Ms. Parker. Roll call will go in, right? Yeah.
Mr. Hess.
Aye.
Mrs. Polk.
Aye.
Mr. Snipes.
Aye.
Mrs. Weber.
Aye.
Mrs. Parker.
Aye.
Mr. Fairfield.
Aye.
Mr. Kirko. Mr. Swanson.
Aye.
Mr. Featherling. Mr. Donnell. Mr. Long. Mr. Kirkstra.
Aye.
Mr. Hunter. Mr. Smith.
Aye.
Mr. Hildebrand.
Aye.
Ms. Foster. Ms. Andrade.
Aye.
Ms. Armour Erps.
Aye.
Ms. Monday.
Aye.
Ms. Rittman McEmmy. Ms. Turner. Mr. Wheeler.
Aye. For the record, Ms. Earps cannot join us in this executive session, so she has to go out in the hallway until we're done.
I can't stay without voting?
No.
No, okay.
No, you would be in a conflict. I spoke with the state attorney's office about that specifically. Yeah. Okay, we are now back from executive session. It looks like all board members that were in executive session are present, and Ms. Earps has rejoined us. So I will move on to old business. Is there any old business for the board, Mr. Snipes?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I would like to publicly respond to what I consider to be a comment to August comment of board members that one claimed that Mr. Snipes doesn't represent his district. First of all, I want to say the Journal never contacted me, so they would probably have to print Mr. Snipes' side of the story. And not to belabor the point, but I have over 15 pages of documentation and facts on things that could not have, should not have happened, but did happen. One is we had a board member that said that they followed me for 21 days, took a picture on private property, which is in violation of what they call the eavesdropping law, wherever, especially when you go on private property or motels, et cetera, that she claimed that she did. That's a class 3 felony. But not to even belabor that particular point, it put the board almost in liable because you basically said Mr. Snipes doesn't represent his district. And if that's true, then I will put my record up against anybody on this county board. And you can pick any year I served, from 1990 to 94 to 2000, 2002, from 2010 even to today. As far as I'm concerned, if you find anything less than an A, then you have a cause. But I guarantee you, I can put my record up against anybody for representation because I am at the board meetings and I do represent the 18th district. I thank the people in the community that made comments and prayed the whole 9 yards throughout this particular county. But again, that is a lie. The record proves differently. So when you're gonna lie, at least get your facts straight before you try to lie, especially when I've got more community service combined than most of the folks that was talking. The other thing is that we were in violation. If we go back to the November 2020, I understand that they said, Mr. Snipes, you cost the county thousands of dollars. That's what they said. Because of some letter that I never even gave the state's attorney. He got it from Brooke. And the reason I didn't give it to him because there was a tape attached. I said, if there's no tape, I'm not going to take anything to the state's attorney. Somehow the letter got to Mr. Brooke, but it did not come from Mr. Snipes. And the state's attorney cannot say that he received anything from Mr. Snipes. But when you said that I caused an investigation upon his own presentation of documentation that he presented, in that presentation says the investigation was done in August of 22 and not in November 22. So if it was done in August of 22 and not November 22, how was Mr. Snipes even associated with it? Because it happened, what, 2 or 3 months before before he alleged that they did some investigation in November, which I still don't see the investigation in November. It's based off the October 22nd, which I have nothing to do with that. So don't lie on me and say that I cost the county money. That's a lie from the pits of hell. Also, this county board, the reason that if they would have just said, I apologize for error, let's move on. But you wanted to make folks look like their lie, the people of the 26, that their lie. No, section 25.3, basically coming right out of 10 ILC 525.3 says, whenever it is alleged that a vacancy in any office exists, the officer, body, or county board who has authority to fill the vacancy by appointment or to order an election to fill such vacancy shall have the power to determine whether or not the facts occasioning such vacancy exist. We violated our own bylaws, people. Kankakee County Code, section 265, time limit for board agendas. No business shall be presented to the county board at a meeting thereof unless it was placed on file with the county clerk not less than 4 days prior to such board meeting. Now, when Mr. Wheeler left on the 6th, that was his last full day. That was a Friday. On Tuesday was the first day we could declare the vacancy, if there was a vacancy. The problem is when I FOIA'd, there is no letter of resignation from the chairman. So how do we act on something that was never presented to this particular board, and then how do you show up on a Tuesday when we never even declared the vacancy because we never had a letter to basically state such. So, not to belabor the point, but there was cause for us to basically determine facts, and those facts were in error. The Attorney General's office, you all said that they did an investigation and they said that it was legit. The Attorney General stated they did no such investigation. In fact, on January the 15th, 2021, they wrote, if the person had not, and Mr. Rowe has it, I requested it. The problem is I never got any response. I didn't get a response until I accused the Attorney General of not responding, and that was in January 14th of this year. Elizabeth, their chief counsel, gave me the opinion. And in that opinion, Mr. Rowe finally says, I just disagree with it, but I was still entitled to it. So when people open up their mouths and spew lies, I'm telling you right now, keep my name out your mouth if you don't have the facts and the data to back it up. And then you better watch what laws you're breaking when you come after Mr. Snipes. Because I don't take kindly to lies being told. I don't take kindly to ambushes by a board that don't have correct information. Reverend Copeland says evil is incapable of a perfect plan because it fails to factor in divine intervention. If you want to cover up and do what you want to do, do it. But I am a watchdog for this community. I have been, will continue to be. I've always advocated government for and by the people shall not be abridged. And I can tell you right now, on this board, I have served under every one of those folks since Marwood history. I've served with them. So, and never have we ever had a problem or something that rise to this nature only because individuals come with not factual information. I don't even know where you got your information from. Then they want to play Inspector Gadget when they also are breaking laws. I will take the next time I see a picture or anything of Mr. Snipes and it's not in the public, you're right. You don't have to go over to the courts. I will beat you to it. I gave you 4 months to file a court warrant. Because at that point, I could put you up on oath. You did not file a court warrant because you didn't have the basis. I got 4 Supreme Court cases that will back up. I was distinguished. I never moved out of my district. But however, in this case, however, Andrew did. So there was a 30-day residency requirement. And it's on if you go to the State Board of Election and look at the voters registration, it says Illinois residents. And it cites the 30-day requirement. The appellate court, not the appellate court, but the Attorney General also cited that you needed the 30-day residency. But nevertheless, we argued on this board saying that we didn't know when the vacancy occurred. Now, we never filed, Mr. Zins, who left this board, said his last day was the 20th. 21st would have been the first day that we been able to declare the vacancy. Why did we argue when it was simple? The case, the Supreme Court case, which is in here called Gardner versus Mullins, is a 2000 Illinois Supreme Court case that basically tells you is the day of the vacancy that we occurred. This county board did it on the day of the letter of resignation, which is totally outside of the structure of the law. So if we're going to talk about the law and the breaking of the law, you took an oath to uphold the Constitution of the state of Illinois. You took an oath to uphold the law of the state of Illinois and the Constitution of this state. And you yourself broke those particular laws. So don't come and then look at Mr. Snipes and say, oh, you're just starting stuff up on the board. I did what Section 25-3 said. Whenever. And it goes there, shall have the power to determine whether or not facts occasioning such vacancy exist. I listened to you. I did not respond other than call you liars when you was telling a lie. And I still say that you lied. And not only did you lie, you didn't have your facts straight. And if you want to turn around and file a court warrant, run your butts over there to the courthouse so that you can be kicked right out. But at least I have the opportunity to put you up under oath.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Is there any discussion about adjournment? Sorry. I said like 6 people want to see me dead. All those in favor say aye. Aye.